Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming, and today we are celebrating, not Pokemon, but Magic. They are celebrating 30 years, and to do so, they have put out this amazing product. And you can see right there, there's a countdown on the screen. You can see where we're down to 40 seconds before you can buy in on this product. And what it is, it's a 4-pack. You get 15 cards in each of those 4 packs. For $999. Now you may hear in the background my son or my father-in-law, but it's just the life that I live. So, and I don't do many takes, and you can't really change this either. This is their actual site. This is on Wizards. We're gonna see how many we can buy. We're gonna see what it's like. There's been a lot of talk of this in the community. If there was ever somebody who wanted to buy one of these, I mean, if they're trying to appeal to somebody, it would be somebody like me who's just a casual Magic collector. And where'd the timer go? Let's see what's going on. Says it's coming soon. I'm hoping that it comes up any second now. Here we go. We're going to add to cart. 5 deep. Check out. Continue as a guest. My estimated wait time is 4 minutes. Wow, that was really fast. Got a 4-minute wait time. Now, while we're waiting, I thought I'd go ahead and tell you guys, I'm not actually going to buy this product. Now, I did want to show you what it looked like. There are a few reasons that I'm not going to buy the product. I was actually considering it. Even though I know that there's a ton of backlash against this product, I was considering buying what we have here. And the reasons, there are 2 reasons that I chose what I'm going to say in this video. The first reason is I'm not going to buy the product, and that's because after the video that come out about Ruxin making an apology, man, I really like Ruxin. He fed me, and I like that guy. And you know, if they're going in a direction to where they don't care about people even outside of their hobby, they're just completely trashing, you know, the people that are in their hobby by not sending it to them. They're stepping out. That now Ruxin never said that, but you know, everybody knows. Then I believe that we've got an issue there that I think I'm going to step away from it myself, because I have no problem just buying something and taking all the backlash from the community. I'd even show openings on my channel, but they never approached me. They never. I mean, I'm much smaller than, you know, these bigger YouTubers. But at the same time, I kind of like collecting the high-end stuff. So I mean, if there was somebody who would want to buy this, I would think it'd be somebody like me. Even though I'm not a big Magic player, this is something that I could casually buy. Now, what else I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys where I'm going to spend this money elsewhere. Now, if you look at, you know, the price that we're paying here, man, that wasn't even 4 minutes. It says we're being redirected to the website, so it might actually sell out in the time that it said it would. Let's see what would happen if I go to checkout now. So I got to put in all this information, and then I'll probably just pay. It's probably going to add in the sales tax and that kind of stuff, which I'm not going to pay sales tax. But instead of spending this $5,000 plus probably another $500 in sales tax or so, I'm actually putting it towards something else. And here's the reason why. So I'm going to take it off of this screen. So if you look, see if I can do this right. All right, cool. So I just got this back from CGC, and like it literally just came in the mail 10 minutes ago. So it was like pretty good timing because I didn't plan to show this, but let's just go and do it, right? So this is what I've been buying, but this should put into perspective this price point. And then I'm also going to announce, you know, what I'm not going to be doing about this Magic the Gathering 30th anniversary edition. So this right here is actually a Mox Emerald. This is literally an alpha power card. One of the big 9 cards that you could have from the very first edition. So I know a lot of you are Pokemon, you're watching this, and you're used to me not being able to edit and do these things very smoothly. But I got this card for less than $10,000. To get an equivalent booster box right now, which you can't even buy a booster box, from what I heard the limit quantity was 5. and so that'd be half of a booster box. You'd have to buy 10 boxes, which would cost you, I guess, $11,000. I got this for just over or just under $9,000, and I had it graded for under $100. So for under $9,000, I got an original Alpha Mox Emerald. So price-wise, I think you're getting a whole lot more out of something like this. And I even went to look to see if I could complete some of the other Alpha cards that I need. I still need a Mox Sapphire, and there was Ancestral Recall and Time Twister. They're like way more than I wanted to spend for this video, but I'm actually going to, let's just go ahead and get out of there. I went and made an offer on this right here. This is a Taiga. I'm gonna say Taiga, but it's a BGS 9 graded 9 with both the autograph and the card condition itself. I don't really like the cards that are autoed, but this one is by Rob Alexander, and it's done well. I believe it's done very tastefully. The starting price was $8,100. I made an offer of $6,250. He countered $7,000. I countered $65,000. He countered back $7,000. I didn't want to let my pride get in the way, so I went ahead and I accepted that. And I'm actually going to pay for this now with the same money that I was going to spend on that. So let me just go ahead and confirm, pay. I get some rewards back too, so it should be less than $7,000. But yeah, so I just bought that. That's a dual land. This is another really big card, and this is actual Alpha, original cards. These right here that we're looking at. Here, let me go take that back off here. These right here, these are actual Alpha cards, but the ones that were on the Magic 30th anniversary, those are like proxies. It's just a way for them to kind of skirt around this thing where they stated they would never print the original, a lot of these cards on the reserve list again. I'm not an expert on any of this stuff by any means, but for me, this is definitely much more worth it in my opinion, and I've been picking them up here and there because some people have been selling this stuff off, mainly because they're mad. They're really mad about it. If you want to know why they're mad, you have to understand Magic is a lot different than Pokemon. I don't understand it very well, but even to a dummy like me, it is very blatantly obvious that the players, that's what drive Magic the Gathering. When I used to have an LGS, I loved Pokemon. I stocked it to the gills. But Magic the Gathering players, they were the ones that showed up every Friday night. Anytime there was a release at midnight, they were always there, playing the games, buying the drinks, supporting the store in ways that a lot of the other games didn't. And without those players constantly going to these LGS stores, making sure that even cards like this, and because I think the way the old formats work, you can actually, you still run these old cards. It's not like a Pokemon where it's there's no format for that unless you're playing with yourself or with your buddies. They really drive Magic the Gathering, and this 30th anniversary should have been a celebration, in my opinion, that was more based around those players and made it very affordable. And $1,000 a pack for 4 packs where you get proxies. That's why everybody's they're really mad about it. They really don't appreciate what has been done by Wizards and the way it's come out. And there's still time for them to make it right, even now that the stuff has been released. I mean, I feel like if they just come out and they just made a statement saying, this isn't, what we meant. This is not what we intended for this release to be. Change the price. I mean, who knows what they're going to do at this point. They're probably going to do exactly like Rudy says and pat themselves on the back and say it's a sellout. Now, don't get me wrong. There was a part of me on the investor side that said that I should buy this product, just set it back and let it sit for 10 years. But I chose not to. I was on the fence until I saw what happened with Ruxin. And again, I don't know that full story. He come out with an apology, but I would think that if Ruxin's apologizing, why is Hasbro not made some kind of apology, or Wizards or whoever's in charge of all this stuff, to the Magic community, who is everybody's obviously in an uproar over it. But here's what I'm also going to do, out of respect for the players that would always come into my store. I only had an LGS LGS is a local game shop, local game store. I had one of those for 18 months. That's it. I was, really short-lived. I had fun with it. It was bad timing. 2007. It was like late 2016 all the way to until early 2018. And I have a lot more fun now, honestly, just collecting out of my own place and selling and buying here. But I do consignments, and I will not be taking on consignments. And this is Z&G. They inspired me. I thought that was a really cool thing that they did when he come out and said that He was not going to be taking on any consignments that have anything to do with the 30th anniversary. I don't know if this will be indefinitely. I mean, like I said, Hasbro could make things right. Maybe they'll change something up. But, you know, if it just stays the way it is, then I probably will not be taking consignments on those, at least not in the next few years. Maybe, you know, sometime down the road when there's a better outlook on something, maybe, you know, hindsight's 2020. But right now, there's no way that I would take those on consignment. And there's plenty of other places to go. I'm not a Magic consignor. I'm mainly Pokemon. But I am going to make that stance. And who knows, maybe somebody else who's in the community, you know, that'll be kind of like a domino effect. I don't know if Z&G got it from somebody else, but I'm getting it from him. And so, like I said, out of respect for my Magic players who I know contribute a huge portion of WotC's success in Magic the Gathering to the game, or they are, you know, I would say that they are the biggest portion of success for Magic the Gathering. I am not going to take these in on consignment, whether it be the packs, the singles, graded cards, anything like that. If you send me any of these kind of things and you didn't know, then I'll just, you know, I'll return it back to you. I'm not going to get mad at you for actually participating in stuff, because like I said, I almost bought the packs. As close as I was there, you know, on the website, that's how close I was to actually participating in this release. Because honestly, if it doesn't appeal to me, then who is it going to appeal to? Because I mean, it's definitely not going to appeal to the casual players who's going to want to drop $1,000 on, you know, 4 packs of fake cards. Like, that's just not, you know, that's just not feasible. Then if it's not, and it's not appealing to the players because they can't play with the cards themselves, and it doesn't appeal to the whales because they can't buy huge quantities of it and set it back for investors. I mean, who's left? I mean, it's really going to be people like me where I've got enough money to buy it, and I'm not in a hurry, and I'm also just casual. I don't play. I just kind of collect some of the high-end stuff. So for me, I mean, it was one of those things where I was on the fence, but I'm not sure who it appeals to. So hopefully the people who did participate in it, I hope you knew what you were buying, and, you know, we'll just see where it goes from here. But anyways, guys, I know this was a long-winded talking non-Pokemon video, but I wanted to just make my statements on it and tell you guys what I was doing in my plays instead of actually participating in this release. Thanks.